This is the heart of our story. Golu and Raji, brother and sister. And this was their whole world, this one small carnival. The other performers were their friends, their only family. This was home. On that day before their performance, Raji took her brother aside. "Did you forget, little brother?" she asked him. And she tied a rakhi to his hand, for it was the feast of Raksha Bandhan. Although it was a feast day, they still had coins to earn. So Raji walked on tight ropes and tumbled for the crowd. While Golu told his puppet tales of ancient times when demons walked the lands. A long, long time ago, a demon did penance. For showing such devotion, Brahma blessed him with immortality and a mighty weapon of all. Upon receiving, he united the demons to wage a war. Bhumi Devi urged him to stop. He killed her ruthlessly without thought. This angered Shiva greatly, and he stomped, dividing the continents, and the demons were forever lost. But as he spoke, the skies darkened, and the earth shook, and other figures dressed as demons strode through the crowd. These were not masks. This was not a child's tale. As the demons turned to slaughter, Raji tried to reach her brother. He'd been hurt and he was scared, and she knew she must protect him. But in that moment, Raji failed, for the Garasura demons took Golu from her. Raji, awake, my child. Her brother and the other children had been seized by the Garasura. I told her that she must be strong. Her journey would be difficult and full of unknowns. I blessed her with the Trishul, my most powerful weapon that Shiva had given to me. This, with Raji's own serenity and strength, would save her brother. To save her brother, Raji must face the demons. She held the Trishul, and it was a gift of great power. It was blessed by Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and would help her stand against her terrible foe. But it was also a great responsibility. To wield it, she would need strength, courage, and belief.
Have any of you seen my brother? The other part. Go, now, before they come back.
Mahishasura, the shape-shifter, the buffalo demon. Evil incarnate. Yet, without him, you would not have come to be. This is the moment when he was granted the boon by Brahma. No man could kill him. And here, Mahishasura seized the heavens, unkillable, defeating and driving out all the devas, and even Indra himself. Your birth, Durga. The devas knew it was their only chance to create a being capable of destroying their foe. All their power focused into one body, gifted with all their weapons. I wonder what your first thoughts were. You forced him back. I remember it well. You on a lion's back, leading the battle line. The devas flocking behind you, inspired with new courage. Mahishasura at bay, forced to take his true form. The monstrous buffalo, stamping and blowing, crushing warriors with his hooves and throwing them into the air with his great horns. The killing blow struck with the Trishul in your hand. There was no fear on your face, although Mahishasura had shaken the heavens themselves. The battle light in your eyes, determination on your brow. I knew then what the devas had made, and I knew then what change you would bring to our world. From evil comes great good. Such is the balance of the world.
What has happened here?
She can feel the foulness of this place.
You are surprised? Mahabalasura's demons have warped one of the holy trees of Bhumi Devi. This is why Shiva imprisoned him, to stop such corruption.
What is corruption? All things change.
the tree showed Raji a vision of Golu, of dark clouds and a gathering storm, threatening destruction on the world. And behind it all, a being of great power and malice.
This is a marvel. It is surely a weapon of the gods. Thank you, those who watch over me, for sending me such good fortune.
I am surprised, Lord Vishnu. Your bow is a mighty gift.
The scales must be balanced, must they not? The girl earned her prize.
Who had captured the children? What was their purpose? Had Raji known the truth, she may simply have given up. But this being was utterly ruthless, and the very heavens were at risk.
See, they have depicted Shakti's first address to us. I still hear her words echo, even now. I am Adi Parashakti. I am the absolute reality. She told us that she, the eternal font of energy, beyond form and limit, had created us to govern the universe as aspects of her power. To Brahma, she gave the role of creator and set the wise Saraswati, the primeval sound, as his consort. Together, they would create the universe. To myself, she assigned the role of preserver, of protector in all my needful incarnations, with Lakshmi as my consort, so that prosperity and wealth would be at my fingertips. Rudra would become the Lord of Time, both destroyer and regenerator of the universe, and would grow to surpass all Shakti's other forms. One half would become Lord Shiva, destroyer of evil. The other, but you know this, Durga, for the other half was you.
There, it was Golu. Why did the demons want him? The creature summoned a dark mandala, a portal to another place. Raji rushed to stop them. But the demon chieftain blocked her path, and suddenly Golu was gone. The demon defeated, the children rushed to thank Raji. But the stone had been weakened by the dark mandala. Perhaps Raji was about to die. Perhaps she had failed. And then the mystics came. They took Raji's body and they carried it away. As Raji drifted, a vision came to her. Who was that with her brother? What did they want? She awoke on the boat, and in the far distance she could see a city. Great kings of the past had fashioned it, and had given their lives for it. But now the inhabitants were enthralled to a vast, lurking shadow, stripped of their own will. The guardians blessed Raji, for she was the only hope for these people.
Where am I? What happened? Oh, my brother, you were so close. I swear I will find you.
Do I ask too much of her?
Time again will tell.
What did this being want with Golu? To instruct him? To control him? Raji did not know what I knew. Here lay our greatest peril.
See here, it is the story of Garuda. There were two sisters, Kadru and Vinita, the most dear of wives of Maharshi Kashyap. He granted each a boon to show his affection. Kadru asked to become the mother of 1,000 sons. Vinita asked for just one son, but that he must be more powerful than the 1,000 sons of Kadru. Blessed by the Maharshi, Kadru gave birth to 1,000 eggs. Vinita gave birth to only 2 eggs. With time, Kadru's eggs began to hatch. Inside each one was a coiling snake. Vinita, impatient and jealous that her sister's eggs had already hatched, took it upon herself to break open one of her own eggs. Inside Vinita's egg was a half-formed bird-like creature. Enraged by his mother's actions, he cursed her, saying that she would be a slave to Kadru until her second egg hatched. And if she did not show patience with that hatching, she would forever be a slave. And so, under the curse of a half-formed offspring, and through the machinations of Kadru and her Naga children, Vinita became a slave to her sister. Years passed until one day Vinita's second egg finally hatched. From it emerged Garuda, the king of birds. Seeing his mother's servitude, Garuda asked the Nagas to free her. They agreed, but on the condition that Garuda would fly to heaven and fetch for them the elixir of immortality. Garuda, for his mother's sake, flew to the heaven of the Devas. He was too powerful for the Devas to defeat, and so seized the elixir from them. I saw that Garuda did not want the elixir for himself, and so I manifested myself to him. Because his heart was pure, I granted him the gift of immortality. In return, he granted me the gift of becoming my mount, should I so desire it. I warned Garuda of the deceptive nature of the Nagas. So Garuda returned to the Nagas with the elixir, but tricked them, telling them that it could only be consumed after they had purified themselves in the holy river. He attacked them unsuspecting as they bathed and ate them up. He freed his mother, Vinita. For safekeeping, Brahma took the elixir and bore it back to the heavens.
Blessed Vishnu, I never thought to see such sights.
Raji, you will go further than this and see many more wonders before your time is done. I have no doubt.
She will also see terrors.
Indeed, this place is beautiful, but at its heart stands the usurper Rangda. I hope Raji is prepared.
The reflection in the water. What's that? Golu.
No! Golu! Golu! What are they doing to you?
Now she must light the beacon. Go up, Raji, go up. Light the fire on high. Then be ready, for it is a fire that Rangda cannot bear. See now, the evil reveals itself.
Be ready, Raji. Sword, shield, and heart.
Who dares deny me? I will end you, mortal. How can this be?
She has triumphed. You said that it would be so, Durga. And yet, so many souls have been lost to Rangda's greed.
It is a great victory, but Rangda was never a clever creature. Now Raji must face the schemer behind Rangda. How will she fare against Mahabalasura, who holds her brother's life in his palm? The mystic messenger was exhausted. He warned Raji of what lay in his land. A conqueror had come, bringing demons, death, and despair. But it was her only way to reach Golu. They must move swiftly. The demon army would do anything to stop Raji reaching the mystic land. The mystic. He was badly wounded. Raji must continue on her own.
Mayura, you have done all you could. Rest now and be safe. Lord Shiva, Mahadev, was it you who summoned me to this place? How may I stop this war and save my brother? Mahadev, I will find my way.
It is the birth of Piplad, an aspect of Lord Shiva. When Piplad was just a young boy, his father Dadichi gave his own bones in sacrifice to the Devas to defeat the Asuras. Piplad asked the Devas why his family should suffer such bad fortune, and they told him it was simply due to the alignment of the planets. Piplad was furious at this fate and cursed Shani of the ringed planet, whose celestial home started to fall from the sky. The Devas interceded, pleading for mercy on Shani, for Piplad to lift the curse. Piplad agreed, on the condition that Shani's position would no longer bring trouble on anyone of less than 16 years old. This is the marriage of Shiva to Sati, which angered Sati's father Daksha greatly. Daksha snubbed the girl and insulted Shiva in public. Sati was unable to bear it and threw herself into the sacrificial fire. Shiva fell into a great rage and pulled a lock of hair from his brow, lashing the ground with it. And there sprang up Veerabhadra, fierce warrior of Shiva, who destroyed Daksha and extinguished his fire. Even I could not stop him. The birth of Ashwatthama, gifted to his father Drona after many years of penance, born with a magical gem in his forehead that made him a mighty warrior. After Drona was killed through trickery, Ashwatthama issued a challenge to Arjuna. Both warriors used mantras to create mighty world-destroying weapons. Arjuna was wise and withheld his weapon, but Ashwatthama did not, instead directing it at Uttara, Arjuna's daughter-in-law, utterly destroying the lineage of the Pandavas. For that action, Krishna cursed Ashwatthama and cut the gem from his forehead. For thousands of years, he roamed the forests of the world with blood and pus oozing from his injury. It is rumored he walks there still. There was a time when I was to take from upon the earth as Rama. Lord Shiva was greatly pleased and wished to travel with my avatar in my journey to aid me. But Parvati begged him to stay with her. There was a devoted king, Kesari, of the monkey people, who prayed to Shiva for a child. And so, as a means to assist me, and as boon to Kesari, Shiva was born as Kesari's son and became Hanuman, who was helper to my Rama. To be seen. She must know what Mahabharasura is capable of.
I am sorry, Raji.
Her quest is no longer just for her brother, but for all who suffer this evil.
The entire village of the mystics was under threat. This conqueror would stop at nothing. Would destroy centuries of history and learning. The mystic chieftain was forced to give up the scroll he had kept secret for so long.
Letters amongst these towns, outsider.
I am not scared of you.
The chieftain's life was in peril. Raji stepped forward and finally faced her foe. She struck the invader, but his answering blow wounded her and threw her to the ground. Her foe was shocked. Raji had hurt him. That should have been impossible. Golu saw his chance, and he ran to his sister as their enemy disappeared. Raji was near death. But here she was among the mystics, most knowledgeable practitioners of magic. If they could not save her, then no one could. Finally, she was with Golu. But this could not last. The mystic chieftain warned her. Their enemy was Mahabharata, the outcast, the most powerful mystic ever born. The scroll that he had stolen held a mantra to rip open the gates of the Dev heavens. Raji was the only one with the power to stop him before he tore apart the world.
A stable in an infinite desert. At its base, a shining tree. I have seen all this before. Somehow, it feels like a part of me.
It is all I may do at this place, in this time.
Thank you, Lord Vishnu. You grant a gift of most celestial power.
Mahabharata is no weakling. Let us hope it will be enough.
Finally, Raji faced Mahabharata, and he revealed the extent of his power. She must call upon everything that she had learned to defeat him. Her enemy had copied himself. Mahabharata was on every side. Raji could not see the truth, that this was just a diversion. Mahabharata had escaped Raji and stood at the gates. reciting the mantra. But why? And then, another voice took up the chant. Golu. It was too late. Although Raji still fought, the gates to the Dev heavens now stood open. Mahabalasura's design had come to pass, and Golu had been the key. Now what horror would be unleashed on the world?
Shailaputri, how I remember that day when you stepped into the fire, and then your rebirth as Parvati, daughter of the mountain. All nature is yours, and all our powers rest within you. Brahmacharini, before you were wed to Shiva, you went to live in the mountains, to fast and to pray, and he could not help but fall for your devotion. Golden Chandraghanta, great warrior against demonkind, your third eye, always watchful. Radiant Kushmanda, great creator, who made the word with just the flash of your smile. Skandamata, wisdom-granting goddess of fire, your mighty son in your arms. Pale Mahagauri, redeemer of sinners, mistress of true reality. Ferocious Kalaratri, deadly warrior, slayer of demons and death of time itself. Siddhidatri, divine mistress of all perfections, gifter of the 8 powers, source of all the world. Katyayani, formed from the thoughts of all of us to be incarnated as the destroyer of the demon Mahishasura. rescued Manu from the flood and led him to a place of safety. I'm Kurma, the great tortoise, bearing the weight of the mountain on my back. I am Varaha, the bull, who battled Hiranyaksha for 1,000 years and dragged the earth back from the cosmic ocean. I am Narasimha, with a man's body but a lion's claws and head, great protector against evil. I'm Vamana, the dwarf who bestrode both earth and heaven. I'm Parashurama, the valorous great warrior who created the western lands with a throw of my axe. I'm Buddha Siddhartha, the awakened one, the sage and the teacher. I'm Rama, exiled prince, who rescued Sita from the demon Ravana and returned home in glory. I'm Krishna, the herder, the most compassionate, who steered Arjuna's chariot and guided his thoughts. I'm Kalki, rider with a sword of flame, who destroys the evil and ends the cycle of darkness.
Thank you for your many blessings, Lord Vishnu. I will use these in your name. But guide me, please, my Lord, for I do not know why I am here.
Child, save Mayura, and it will save you.